Hello and welcome back to Sunrider. Look into the stars, Captain. Yeah. I noticed you like doing that. Oh, my secret's been exposed. Hey, Saga, a question. What? What do you suppose an ideal starship captain will be like? Oh, super handsome with princely looks. Aside from the looks, you dork. Hey. Well, I guess it'd be super good with navigation and all that, and to be knowledgeable with weaponry. Not to mention pretty smart with rider operation too. That wasn't what I was asking. No, don't worry about it. It was my fault for even asking. I'm sorry. Shields turned around to leave. And I think my ideal captain would be the sort of person who stands for doing what's right, no matter the cost. Someone who stands not for the established order, but who fights on behalf of the poor and the weak. Someone who's heroic. A captain who'll uphold the truth and fight not to win, but for the name of justice. Someone willing to make the ultimate sacrifice if it means saving the lives of innocents. Someone who believes in the goodness of humanity. Who believes no matter what happens, everything will turn out alright in the end. A hero of justice. We all try to be like that, but it's not so easy in real life. I never said it was, Captain. But aren't all things worth having in life hard to get? I guess that's true. Thanks, Asada, for that. Anytime, Captain. Any leads to Gazette's whereabouts? Not yet. What's the full extent of the damage after our last attack? It slowed the Alliance down, but that was only one of 6 space stations the Alliance put up around the planet. Security's been stepped up in the other stations. Gazette won't be able to pull something like that again, not for a long time. So, how was the rest of the visit? Fine, the Admiral wants to help us. But you're worried about something. It's not just Gazette on your mind, is it? The Alliance has gotten awfully comfortable here. Those space stations in orbit around Ongess aren't temporary. Those stations are precursors to space elevators. They're most likely to drop tethers down on them to transport Ongessite ore into orbit. That way they can refine the ore into liquid Ongessite for warships and be transported deeper into the core worlds. The Alliance needs to establish a permanent foothold this deep in the neural... I'm talking bollocks. The Alliance intends to establish a permanent foothold this deep in the neutral rim. Why wouldn't they? The Battle of Ongess cost hundreds of thousands of lives and many times more treasure. Why would any sane person leave the Ongessite alone after coming to that... Stupid toast is distracting me. Why would any sane person leave the Ongessite alone after committing that much resources to obtain it? This is hardly a liberation. Eloquent debates and good feelings do not win wars, Captain. Fuel and munitions do. Sarah's not far from here. We're fighting to liberate our home. Planting an Alliance flag right outside the doorstep doesn't figure well into our liberation. Ongess is a conflict-ridden dust bowl which has been oppressed by foreigners for as long as written history. Sarah's free. Advanced blue world. We have a history of independent governance, civil rights, economic diversification. None of those exist on Ongess. I hope you're right. Captain, it's me. Come in, Shigara. Good day, Captain. Is something the matter? No, Captain, not at all. In fact, everything's going so well, the engineering staff decided to take a break. I was just wondering, would you like another round of tea? I made some extra pastries and I was thinking that would go well with it. Sure thing. I always have time for tea with my chief. Captain, please stop calling me that. It doesn't suit me. Sorry. I'm still not entirely sure why that one seems to be on its side all the time. Makes much more sense if I turn my head through 90 degrees. But that's starting to hurt my neck. Ow! Okay. Honestly, Chigara, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for this. I thought my command aboard the Sunrider was just going to be for routine patrols. All the Seren military I ever did was to interdict smugglers and tangle with some local pirates. I was never trained for this, none of us were. All of our smartest and most experienced captains are dead. All that's left is us, the newest ship in the fleet. I've made some calls here that I'm not so sure about. Everything's so much easier in a simulator in officer school. When you actually have to make the call on the spot, it's impossible. You never know what's going to happen next. You don't have time to think about the consequences. It's just a split-second twitch decision. It terrifies me to think that the lives of everyone on the ship depend on nothing more than my guesses. Captain, you've done an amazing job so far. None of us would have made it this far if it wasn't for you. I remember when Asaga and I were the only ones here. Now we have a hangar full of riders from across the galaxy. Best yet, we're all one family, Captain, and it's because of you. I'm just worried about the Solar Alliance. I hope I don't regret working with them. We all trust you with our lives. I'm sure whatever you do, it'll be the right thing. Thanks, Chigara. I better get going. My staff might need me. Alright. I better get back to work too. If it's alright, may I keep coming here? I enjoy our tea time together. Of course, Chigara. Thank you. I'll see you later, Captain. See you, Chigara. How's Solar doing? Ah, Captain. Something the matter, Solar? I was having some difficulty with the Seraphim. Seems like some of the parts from the Alliance are not compatible with my systems. That's definitely an issue. Even though we might be able to perform repairs on the hull, a lot of Seraphim's gadgetry is way beyond our tech. I'll try to get Chigara on understanding more of the Seraphim systems. Even if you don't understand how it works, you might be able to restart replicating parts at least. I am sorry. I do not wish to cause trouble. Trouble? The Seraphim's abilities are beyond anything we have right now. It's actually our low tech which is causing trouble here. Further, I wish to thank you, Captain. Even though I am a stranger to this timeline, you have welcomed me as part of your crew. It's the least we can do for our sharpshooter. I do not understand how I survived the Sherlock's final tear, nor how I found myself millennia in the future. But I am relieved that I survived. I no longer wish to return to the great nothingness, but continue to live so that I might make new friends. I'm glad to hear. You have yourself to thank for that. I didn't do anything. The strongest form of determination is the kind which comes from your own heart, Solar, not what comes from others. I see. I will remember that. Doesn't mean you shouldn't rely on your friends, though. I think
Welcome to Research and Development.
Yeah, that's it. I thought I'd already spent my R&D money, which is fine. Still, she's getting there. She's getting there. Another couple of points in those two. I'm probably going to need about 6,000 in order to... Yeah, I figure I'm probably going to need about 6,000 to 7,000 in order to... Yeah. Somewhere in the region of $6,500 should be enough to allow her to fire 2 shots per turn. Which will be obscenely useful.
Thank you, Captain. We'll get started right away.
Captain, everything alright with the Paladin? Yes, sir. I've been meaning to talk to you. What's the matter? I understand you've got some concerns about the Alliance. I guess word spreads fast on board a ship. What do you have to say? If you have time, I wanted to show you something. We're still in the middle of resupplying right now. Ava's got everything under control. Alright, what do you want to see? I've arranged to have a shuttle take us to one of the Ongessian orbital colonies. I received clearance from the admiral to have you inspect our efforts, on Ongess personally. Once you've seen what we're doing on Ongess, I'm sure you'll change your mind about the Alliance. Alright, let me contact Ava on the comm. I'll tell her that I'll be leaving for a few hours to inspect the Alliance's occupation firsthand. Thank you, Captain. I'll be waiting here with the shuttle. Welcome to Habitat P4X684, Captain. Shields covered his nose as soon as he got off the shuttle. Are the life support systems defective? They were all shocked when we first arrived here. colony was built by the new empire to accommodate 10,000 workers for their orbital refineries. As you can tell, the population expanded through the years, and now this cramped station holds over 500,000 people. That's unbelievable. Believe it or not, the smell was even worse when we first arrived. We've installed new air purifiers throughout the station's ventilation system, but even then, I doubt this station could continue to hold so many people. Come this way, I've prepared an inspection of our relief efforts here for you. What about food and medicine? It's as you can imagine. Just clean water is a valuable commodity here. We have dozens of relief vessels coming and going around the clock, but even then, it's been a struggle. Decades of Ongessite refining have spread toxic chemicals throughout the station. Worse, there are diseases running rampant through the station, which have been eliminated in civilized space for centuries. In just a few days since we've arrived, we delivered over 50 metric tons of food to the station, twice as much clean water. We've docked a medical cruiser here to tend to the sick. 4 more have been diverted from the front lines to tend to the people here. We've set up 6 water filtration stations throughout the station, organised neighbourhood patrols. You see, Captain? This is what tyranny does to innocents. The Alliance is a force for good for the galaxy. We sent the tyrants responsible for this packing back home and brought change to the people of Ongess. Our compassion and technological know-how will make the galaxy a better place, beginning with Ongess. You truly believe that? Captain? Do you wish to know the truth? I was actually born outside of Alliance space. You saw firsthand what corruption could do to innocents. My family lived in constant fear of the government and demanded all of our livelihoods from us. The same government which never protected us from pirates and yet always found the money to spend terrorising the populace. The Alliance stood for freedom and individual choice from the day of its birth. Originally, the Holy Ruvian Emperors sought to rule the galaxy, but in their quest for power, they destroyed themselves. Then it was the new Empire which sought to rule all of mankind, but they fell to our nation. An alliance formed not out of fear of oppression, but out of the universal truth that all of humankind has the right to freedom, equality, and opportunity. Sorry if you can hear me adjusting my headset there. Every man, woman, and child throughout the galaxy deserves to forge their own destiny. That is the only universal truth. You have a visitor. Come here, little girl. What's your name? Kyoko. I'm Kaito. And this is Kriska. Kaito. Kyoko. And Krista. We make quite the trio. Mummy said I shouldn't speak with strangers. And Mummy's right. Don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. I was wondering, are you the Star People? The Star People, huh? You could say that, Kyoko. Please take me away from this place. I don't want to be here. I want to be on a spaceship. I'm sorry, but your mummy would miss you too much if you left. I don't care. Shields knelt down and spoke with the child face to face. I know this place isn't as fun as a spaceship. You see this lady here? She's Lieutenant Kriska Stairs of the Alliance Navy. Her friends are going to make this place a better place for you, alright? They'll bring you good food, help you if you get sick. They'll plant trees. Maybe one day they might even build you a playground here. It'll just take some time, alright? You have to be patient. But always remember, you should always stay with your family. Because once you lose them, you'll never get them back again. Okay. Shields patted the girl on the head and stood. Shall we continue, Captain? No. I've seen enough already. Let's get back, Lieutenant. Understood, sir. Perhaps with Alliance intervention, the people of Ongess can finally live in prosperity. How long do you think it'll take to restore civil society to Ongess? With the war going on, our efforts are limited. But once the war's finished, the Alliance will be able to dedicate more funding to the reconstruction as well. Captain, I enlisted for the Alliance fleet to do good. Perhaps we are distrusted in the neutral rim, but our intention for the galaxy has always been peaceful. Oh, this one's a bit tricky. Here's the thing. I don't think that the Alliance as a principle, is a bad idea. The problem is that once you start getting massive amounts of organised power, you'll get some dickhead who'll try and abuse it. I don't trust Admiral Grey not to try and become a military dictator. But the Alliance as an institution isn't necessarily bad. I understand that the Alliance is our friend. I'm sorry I had any misconceivings I had. It's understandable, Captain. I realise we're not liked in the neutral rim. We're a nation of merchants, honestly. We have no military ambitions. We merely wish to trade with the galaxy. Suddenly, a group of masked men poured out from an alleyway and surrounded Shields and Kriska. Ah, shit. The two slowly raised their hands as the men drew their rifles. Welcome to Ongess, Captain. Gazette. How do you find us? Our little friend pointed us in the right direction. That's him right there! He's the captain! Oh, damn it, I got careless. Good job, my little bird, you've earned this platinum. Gazette tossed a silver coin to the girl. Yay! Take our prisoners into custody, boys. Shields was pushed down to his knees as the gunman tied fastenings around his wrists. You're making a mistake, Gazette. You should never have brought children into this. Oh no, Captain. By the time I was her age, I'd killed men twice your size. You're naive. This isn't your cosy core world, this is Ongess, the pit of the galaxy, where the strong prey on the weak. A gunman struck Shields in the back of the head with a rifle, and Shields fell to the ground unconscious. Captain! Take them away. Show them our best. Well, bollocks. Captain, are you alright? Ow. Yeah. Damn pirates. I thought we'd secured this habitat. Like you said, there's 500,000 people living here. Oh, it's a perfect place for Gazette's goons to hide. Steel grinded as the lock to the gate was undone, and a burly-looking guard bent to look into the cell. The boss wants to speak with you. Okay, we won't cause trouble. Kriska stood as well. Not you, just him. Do as he says, Lieutenant. Don't worry. I think Gazette intends to keep us alive and use us as leverage. Understood, sir. Be safe. You too. I'll be back. Captain, my most favourite person in the world. Sit down. Are you thirsty? Have some water. Gazette passed her canteen to Shields. Shields eyed Gazette. Ah, you pussy. Gazette snatched the canteen away from him and took a gulp. You see? Shields took a sip. He gagged the liquid back out, and the entire camp laughed. What's the matter, Captain? Our water not pure enough for ya? A lifetime of drinking water laced with ongessite fucks you up big time. Makes some of us go crazy. Babies are born with one eye and 6 fingers. Sometimes you vomit blood for no apparent reason. Like for me, just made me stop growing since I was 11. How old do you figure I am, Captain? Shields shrugged. It's not kind to guess a woman's age. Wise answer. What are you after, Gazette? As much as I would love to carve you into nice little pieces and mail you back to your pretty little lover on the Sunrider, you're worth quite a bit to be alive. And I always was more of a businessman than a killer. You think it's funny? Your reputation precedes you. You murdered too many civilians to claim that you're not a killer. You attack unarmed cargo vessels, you execute their crews, steal their goods. How are you not a killer? Foreigners have been stealing our ongessite for far more years than I've been pillaging the galaxy. Our infants are born monsters and our fathers die in the oil refineries. Our livelihoods are stolen from us. And those responsible call themselves CEOs and presidents and general managers. Businessmen. Stop this, Gazette. We can help you. We can help Ongess. Oh, we're just supposed to believe that the Alliance is here to help us, right? They just want to give us food and medicine, and oh my, what benevolence, what generosity. I'm gonna start crying. Help us, my ass. They're here for our ongessite, nothing more. Oh yeah? What about the medical cruiser they just docked? What about the food and water they've distributed? Nothing but tricks. Don't think that Imperials ever attempted to deceive us. They offered us rights which never came, food which spoiled, technology which broke, fresh water which became tainted with the Ongess they constantly refined for our homes. No, the only truth is that greed runs the galaxy. I'm not one of them. I come from a neutral world just like yours. Listen to me, I have the Admiral's age. Give me your demands and we can make amends. I seek independence for my world just as you do. We're in this together. It's too late for that, Captain. Independence or death. All Alliance ships out of Ongess within 48 hours. That's my only demand. You know that won't be possible. We'll hit them until they can't bear it anymore. They'll have to burn every habitat in orbit around Ongess before they kill all of us. And with each one of us the Alliance kills, our cause will only become stronger. You're mad. Leave the children out of this. At least the children. Gazette whispered into Shield's ear. When I was a child, my own mother sold me to entertain the Imperial soldiers overnight, just for a bottle of fresh water. When I became a teenager, she made me pretend to be a child, merely because the market for teens was saturated. Supply and demand. She was a businessman too. Don't presume you know everything, Captain. You know nothing. Gazette. I killed her, like the little bitch she was, and I'll kill anyone else who gets in my way. I am Gazette Cosmos, terror of the stars. Nobody fucks with me. Nobody! You're making a mistake. Enough with him. Take him back to his cell. Soon, Captain, we'll find out just how much you're worth to the Alliance. Well, she's all kinds of insane. I suspect she's got good reason to be completely bonkers, but yeah. Captain. Shields opened his eyes. How long had he been trapped in there? I believe I may have found a way out. I found a piece of chipped cement in the cell. Wasn't much, but I've managed to cut through most of my bindings. Don't do anything reckless, Lieutenant. The Alliance will come for us. You're injured, Captain. I'm not going to let you stay here. This is my fault. I'm the one who brought you here. Steel screeched as the guard undid the gate. Hey, you. The boss wants to see you. Alright. No! The girl this time. Shields looked at Kriska with apprehension. Don't worry, Captain. I can take care of myself. Kriska stood and walked over to the guard. Just as he turned his back, Kriska broke free and wrapped her bindings around his neck. Shields grimaced as the guard's neck bones cracked like twigs. Come on, Captain. Let's get out of here. Shields and Kriska ducked behind a crate as the gunman passed. Gazette has this place locked down tight. Our safest bet might be to make a run for it to an escape pod. Suddenly, a siren went off behind them. I think they just realised we escaped. Come on, we don't have time left. Just where do you think you're going, Captain? Gazette. Men, surround them. Such a pity we have to keep you alive. Maybe I can cut off a limb or two and pay you back for what you did to my guard. After all, I never promised to return you to the Alliance completely intact. Gazette drew a knife as two gunmen held Kriska down. Yeah, so tall. You don't know what it's like being stuck like this until you've tried it yourself. Suddenly, a shot echoed throughout the station. One of Gazette's goons fell to the ground, his brains smeared across the floor. Blinding light flashed as flashbang grenades exploded around Gazette's neck. Alliance soldiers stormed Gazette's encampment, guns blazing. Kill them all! Shields crawled over to Kriska as gunfire raged overhead. Are you alright? Fine, Captain. An Alliance Marine picked Shields up off the ground. Kriska picked up a weapon and covered Shields' back. Come on, sir, we need to get you out of here. Out of the corner of Shields' eye, he caught sight of something. No! Wait, hang on! No! The girl picked up Gazette's drop knife. No! Put the knife! Jesus Christ! What? That's not pulling any punches. Don't worry, sir. You're safe now. We'll get you out of here. Let me go, Lieutenant. We've got you. Don't worry, sir. No, god damn Damn it, no! Debris splattered shields, and the shanty was struck with a rocket-propelled grenade. The family dressed in rags scurried from their home, their screams inaudible against the ringing in Shield's ears. The eldest of the family did not make it in time, was crushed under the flaming wreckage. Was one of Gazette's men who fired the shot, or one of the Alliance? An empty-handed man lied on the ground in a pool of blood. A woman wept as she clutched an infant to her chest. Fall back! Remember this, Captain! This is what your friends from the Alliance seek to bring to Ongess. Freedom! Ha! I'll see you in hell, Captain! Give me a moment. Oh, I really wish I was drinking something stronger than water right now. Shield sat in his office. While he had been held captive for less than 48 hours, it felt like an eternity had passed since he had last sat in his chair. Admiral Grey spoke through the comm. Captain, you have my sincerest apologies for our security lapse. It was our responsibility to protect you during your inspection, and we have failed. Shields closed his eyes. Tell me this, Admiral. How many civilians died during my rescue? We do not have an exact figure. You've seen it yourself. On Ongess, the line between civilian and combatant is not clear. We even have some reports that girls as young as 7 have been recruited to fight with Gazette's cutthroats. We did manage to neutralize 32 insurgents, however. Do you count the girl as one of them? I have no idea what you mean. I saw your men gun down a girl who couldn't have been more than 10 years old, all because she happened to pick up a little knife. I'm sorry, Captain, but urban fighting leads to collateral damage. This is only the beginning. People of Ongess will treat you as an occupier, not as a liberator. You can offer them all the aid you have, you can promise them freedom and democracy, but as long as you mind their Ongessite, you will always be one of their enemies. Very well, Cap, you made your point. We shall conduct an internal investigation. I will not have it said that I allowed one of my men to gun down a little girl. An internal investigation. That's it! Yes, Cap. We've got to do more. Captain, let me be frank with you. There are those in the Alliance who do not agree with what we're doing here. I saw some of the ads that the Progress Party were running against me earlier. They accuse me of being an emperor, of plundering Angus for its oil. What's the difference between the Admiral and the Venusaur? One of them's running for office, they say. The Progress Party fears that I seek to end civilian control over the military, and frankly, many voters do as well. If any negative press of what we're doing in Angus gets out, the Progress Party may win this election. They'll shut down the aid project here in Angus. Not only that, but we'll lose our only supply of high-grade fuel in the war. The consequences will be catastrophic, both for Angus and for the war. You must understand, word of this incident must be kept quiet. I promise, I will see to it that those responsible are dealt with appropriately, but it will be handled by my office, nothing more. Do you want to cover this up? I'm sorry, I refuse to lie for you. No, I'm going to the press with this. The truth must be told. Captain, your idealism is noble, but it's not going to deliver food and medicine to the people of Angus. Neither is it going to fuel our ships. I saw. She was young enough to be one of your granddaughters, Admiral. Captain, in war, atrocities occur. Only when good men fail to act. You. Every Grey since the High Admiral has dedicated their lives to serving the Alliance. So many have died to protect the Alliance's ideals throughout the galaxy. Only to see it torn apart by squabbling politicians in the Solar Congress. I will not let them end me here, not with all we've accomplished. This has nothing to do with the innocence of Ongess. It's about you getting elected. Face it, Admiral, you've just become a politician yourself. You're going to bury this under the carpet just to score a few votes with the public. While innocent children are getting murdered, you'd rather play politics than stand for doing what's right. Very well, Cap. You're right. I did not join the military to cover up atrocities. Neither did my ancestors. We are honorable people here in the Alliance. I will open a public investigation, as well as make amends to the Ongessians. Thank you, Admiral. Now leave me. I must get busy. Yes, sir. Captain. Sir. You are a noble man, and if you are to survive this war, I know. Right. That, to me, seems like a pretty good point to end this video and say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next part.